Welcome back to my channel. My name is Derek, and today I'm being joined by one of my good friends, my best friends, Mr. Barry. Say hello to the people.
How y'all doing?
So we're going to be doing an addendum to year 5. When I did the Hands of Heat story event, it actually gave me cooking, and cooking triggered the armored strangers coming in because it gave me the lantern oven innovation, which put me over 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and roll D10, and we're going to consult the chart. But I'm going to go ahead and before we do that, I'm going to read the Armored Stranger story event. You are visited by enigmatic figures fully enclosed in armor. They march silently through the settlement. The only noise is metallic clang as they pause before each survivor and tap their lantern halberds against their ground. The survivors have no choice but to helplessly wait their mute deliberations. Add the Kingsmen to the Nemesis encounter list. The strangers count people and take action based on the population total. We have 8 or more people, so this is going to be bad, so I'm going to let Barry roll a D10. Then we're going to consult the chart. So anything bad that happens, I'm going to immediately blame him. So roll a 10.
7.
7. We can roll an 8. The bravest survivors are rounded up. Select the survivor with the highest courage. In case of a tie, select all and execute them. You may resist to avoid this loss. I tell you right now, we're about to fight because Leah, formerly Kira, has the highest courage. For her, it was the young blood Luke, who's now no longer with us since he was experimenting and had like a lantern explosion, and we pretty much excommunicated him out of the settlement. So we are going to do resist. You rise up, add Special Showdown Kingsman Level 1 to the timeline this year. After the showdown, heal the returning survivors, then resume this year's settlement phase at the update death count step. Do not gain endeavors or draw a settlement event card or advance a lantern year. So I'm going to get that encounter set up for the Kingsman. Okay, we have the board set up. We're ready to fight the Kingsmen. The terrain pieces that we drew were 2 tall grass. They're placed. We also drew the dead monster. With dead monster, it says, if dead monster is drawn during the showdown setup, survivors may start the showdown anywhere on the showdown board. Survivors may go first. Same. We have to set it up adjacent to the monster. It is. And so, since this is a Nemesis encounter, we're automatically already going to go first. I think in that vein, I believe we're going to have probably either Lucky or not Obi go first, because we have to go through 3 hit locations before we can even start doing actual damage to this guy.
Chicken.
And, hey, man, it is what it is. I got wasted attacks. You gotta use the ones that can actually do damage. And just for the Kingsman stats, he's at a movement 5 and a toughness 12. And he draws 4 trait cards. King's Combat, which means he does a basic attack before he even draws an AI card, and his basic attack is a speed 3, hits on 3s, and does damage 3. After he does damage, he does knockback 5 bash, which will do an additional damage. And then we have another trait, outfighting, which gives him reach 2, and so he's basically always going to be at 1 away from us when he moves. And then we have the King's Aura, which I was alluding to earlier. At the start of the monster's turn, whenever the hit location deck is shuffled, place 3 battle pressure hit location cards on top of the hit location deck. So we have to go through those before we can actually hit them. Every time we reshuffle, we put those cards back in the deck. And last, something that will help us, weak spot. So if we're behind him, I'll give him a -4 toughness, which will take him down to 8, which will make things a little bit more manageable for us to do damage. Okay, so that is the last thing that we have. The other thing that we can do is battle tempo, which we can attempt to learn the king's step. Anytime we're adjacent to him, we can roll a d10, and if we get a 10, we learn the king's step, which will get rid of the battle pressure cards. But every time we fail, we're going to take some type of damage, so it's going to be hard. And like I said, we're not armored, prepared. We're just trying to live on being evasive. So hopefully that'll see us through this game. So with that, we're just going to strategize and see how Lucky and Naomi are going to approach the Kingsman. Alright, so Barry, what are you going to do?
I'm going to attack with Lucky first. And I am going to roll 2.
Isn't that cat gut bow?
Yep, cat gut bow.
So we're gonna roll 2 dice, and you need 7s.
Yes, 7s to hit.
You got 2 hits.
9s.
Alright, so that gets rid of 2 battle pressure tokens. Right off the bat. So we just need to do 1 more. So you're gonna do Niobe next.
Yep. I need to move her right diagonally from.
Yeah, I mean you can move her straight up if you want to. Actually you can't. My bad. Because she has to be like adjacent from her. She can't be at a diagonal, so you can move this way.
Okay. 7 or 6.
Alright,
Bone blade.
You're gonna use the bone blades?
Bone blades, yep. That's 6.
The sword, I mean.
Yeah.
That should be 2 attacks if you're gonna use the bone blade. Get
1.
Roll a 6.
9 and 2.
So you rolled a 6.
Oh, 6 and 2.
So that basically gets rid of the last battle pressure token. So now we're gonna go ahead and have Kira, or rather Leah, go next. And she is going to start off with your randomly minted Butcher's Cleaver, which is at strength 5 to hit. And she also has a natural 2 strength. So it's going to be 7s. Yeah, she's going to need 7s. Since she's behind, it reduces its toughness from 12 to 8. So she basically needs anything but a 2, but she has to hit first. And when she's behind, it's a 5 to hit, so she's going to need 4s to hit. And she hit twice. She hit the Regal Greaves as a reflex. And also the Regal Gauntlet. Okay, there was a reflex. Turn to face the attacker, then without turning, move the monster 2 spaces directly away from the attacker. Okay, and then that's the Regal Greaves, and then the Regal Gauntlet, the wound reaction is attacker gains +1 survival. Demon staggers and gains -2 toughness till the start of the next monster turn. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Regal Gauntlet. So like I said, she needs 2s. Okay, rolls a 6, plus 1 AI card gone. Don't everyone forget to get rid of the AI cards. And so she's gonna get +1 survival. And the Kingsman is at an additional -2 toughness. Okay, now we're gonna roll for the Regal Greaves. I need a 2. Okay, so it's another AI card gone. And the Reflex. Turn to face the attacker. Then without turning, move the monster 2 spaces directly away from the attacker. If the attacker has King Step, they may follow the Kingman and move 2 spaces forward. Okay, so he turns to face Leah. So he's wondering what's attacking him. And then he's gonna move 2 spaces back, but he's gonna hit Niobe.
I want you to dash.
Alright, so Niobe is gonna lose 1 of her survival. How many survival does she have left?
You got 2 left now.
And which way do you want to go? You want to go back into the grass or?
Yes, back to the grass.
So just right there.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna move 2 spaces back. Alright, but we've done 2 wounds to him. It's a good thing. So he's gonna be at toughness 12 because Dozer's going next. He's gonna have to move forward. And you know what? I think I might try to learn King Step. Because it doesn't say it takes away 1 of your actions. Oops.
Want me to do it?
Alright, so he's gonna move up 2. So he can attack. And then he rolls a D10. He rolls 1. And 1, he just takes brain damage. No biggie. He has 12, so he goes down to 11. And now he's going to attempt to attack with his bone axe. He's going to need 6s to hit 2 attacks. So he hits once. And it's going to be Regal Sheath. For the Reflex. Return any discarded battle pressure cards to the top of the hit location deck. Perform basic action. Target the attacker. Oh, that sucks. Alright. So he's no longer at strength, toughness 12. He's toughness 8. He's back to 12, but because of what Leah did, when she hit him, he's at a -2. So he's at 10. And the bone axe is strength 3. And +1 strength for the monster tooth necklace, which is 4. And then 5 for Dozer's natural strength. So he's gonna need a 5 to wound.
You got it.
Rolls a 9. Good job, Dozer. That's another AI card down. And then the Reflex. We put the battle tempo back on top of the deck. Which means we gotta hit him another 3 times before we can actually hit him. I believe that's going to be Dozer's turn. I guess Leah, she could move and attempt to learn King Step. Sure, you never know. She's gonna move up. Now she's adjacent. She's gonna attempt to learn. Roll a D10. It rolls a 4. The monster easily predicts your motion and skewers you with your own momentum. Spend with survival or suffer a random severe body injury. Gain 1 battle tempo. So she's gonna spend that survival. She's gonna go down to 3, and she gets a battle tempo token. So she's gonna get +1 to her roll next time she attempts to learn King Step. Alright, so now we're gonna go on to the monster's turn. Alright, so now it's the monster's turn, and he's gonna do his basic action first. Pick target, survivor, and blind spot, which are no survivors in the blind spot. Then closest threat. It's going to be 3 that are the closest threat, and so we're going to randomize to see who that is. All right, we're going to randomize between Niobe, Hera, and Dozer. I'll let Barry roll for this. 1, 2, 3, Niobe. 4, 5, 6, Leah. And then 7, 8, 9, Dozer. Who's it going to be?
Oh!
You rolled a 1. Niobe. That's how it should be. Alright, so good thing she's in the grass. So the monster is going to be, it's going to be a 3-speed attack. Let's see if you want to dash out of the way. It's just going to follow you.
Nope. I am going to stay in the grass. That's
good.
+2 plus my 2. That's 4 in evasion.
4 evasion, yep. Alright, so he's going to attack. It's 3 attacks. And he's at 3+ to hit. So he's at, so now he's at +4, so he's going to need 7s to hit.
1,
2
2.
hits. He hit you twice. And we'll see where he hits. These do 3 damage. Okay, one's in the head and one's in the body.
I'm gonna take the 1 to the body.
Good.
And the 1 to the head, I'm going to use a survival.
Okay, so you're gonna dodge 1 to the head. You take 3 to the body. I don't believe you have any body armor, right?
Waste. That's it.
Alright,
Nothing.
so you're gonna go down to severe injury, actually. As it goes from light to heavy, which knocks you down.
That's the body.
Yeah, this should be the body. So you're gonna roll 1d10 on the severe injury roll chart. Yeah, let's try to roll more carefully. So the other 4. Which I think you're not gonna bleeding token. Okay, 4 on the severe injury. Gaping chest wound. Suffer -1 permanent strength. This injury is permanent and can be reported multiple times. Gain 1 bleeding token. And then after he does that, he's gonna knock you back 5 spaces. No, he's actually going to knock you back. That's the arrow he's facing. This way. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're gonna suffer bash, which is another damage to a random location. Let you roll it. The body.
I'm gonna use a survival.
Unfortunately, you can't use survival for that, so you gotta roll in severe injury again.
Oh. 7.
7. Ruptured spleen. A vicious body blow. Skip the next hunt. Gain 2 bleeding tokens. So you get 3 bleeding tokens. I think the good thing about Switch, she does have bandages, so she can heal 2 by using the action. And so now the monster is going to draw an AI card. King's Grace. Hit target. All threats in the danger zone. So that's going to be everybody. Yep, even Lucky. In the order of monsters on the monster controller's choice, attack each target in the zone of death. Survivors with King Step may ignore this attack. The monster does not attack any survivors guard. And this is going to be another 3-speed attack, 3+, and also does 3 damage. We're not about getting hit. So in this case, since there is a break in the middle, and he's not moving, we're just going to move, use dash, get out of the way, and get out of the zone, which is basically 2 spaces around the monster. Let's start with Lucky. How many survival does he have now?
He has 2 now. After using dash. So
go ahead and move him. There's 2 spaces around him. That's gonna do the damage. So you're gonna move him there.
I should be out of range. Yeah.
Alright, so Leah is gonna go down to 2 survival. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Right here. Dozer's gonna pretty much do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Dozer's gonna go down to 3 survival. And that ends the monster's turn. Nairobi is gonna stand up.
Let's start with Nairobi. And I want to use bandages.
Okay, so they're gonna use an action of these bandages.
Yep.
So you can heal 2. They're getting 2 bleeding tokens back. Alright. She's gonna take the beating for the team. Telling you. And you can still move with her.
I am going to move only 2 spaces up. 1, 2.
2.
Third. Sorry. 2.
Alright, sure you don't want to get in the grass and get right back in there. You know, if she gets close enough, you can try to learn King Scout.
She gets 6, so let's see.
She only gets 5. That's 5 movement. So
1,
you got 3 more.
2, 3. Would that put me in King's
Yeah,
step?
you'll be adjacent to him.
And I'll be in the grass. Alright.
So you know how this works. You go roll a d10, you gotta get a 10. Roll a 10, man. Roll a 10.
8.
Roll an 8.
Oh my god.
8's close. So with 8, you sense a pattern and foresee the monster's attempt to trip you. At the last moment, you shift your balance. Suffer 1 damage to the legs. Gain 1 tempo token. So she takes 1 damage to the leg. I believe it's going to take her to light. And she gets a tempo token.
I'm still in range with the cat gut bow for Lucky, so I'm going to take 2 shots.
Okay. Yeah, because we got to get rid of those pressure, tempo pressure tokens. So we got to do 3 damage before we can actually do damage to the monster. So we're going to try to shoot twice.
Yep.
7s. We got 1 hit. Roll the 8. Alright, so it's going to get rid of 1 battle pressure. Alright, so I guess we're going to have Dozer go in. Yeah, because Leah's she has the highest strength to do anything. 2. And I think I made a mistake. And before I forget, since that last attack, he didn't hit anybody, so he goes to +5 toughness. It's actually toughness 17 right now. But with Dozer attacking in the rear, he's to 13. Doesn't really matter right now. This dude's a monster. Alright, so Dozer, since he's in the rear, he's gonna need 5s to hit with Bone Axe. Ah, come on. I need you to do something. He's gonna attempt to learn King Stuff.
Take a roll, man.
Ah, he rolls a 2.
Oh.
The monster swiftly finds an opening in your poor footwork and mercilessly slams your shin. Suffer a random severe leg injury, gain 1 token. So what's severe injury? Oh man, he's gonna lose a leg, isn't he? Blood geyser. Blood shoots from your femoral artery at an alarming rate, killing you in seconds.
You dead.
Not quite. Well, since we have survival of the fittest, Dozer's gonna use his lifetime reroll to reroll the die. It's gonna make it interesting. Roll the red die. Let's see what happens. 9. Bloody thighs. Gain 2 bleeding tokens. Well, that's better than death, right? And he gets 1 king step token. Okay, and with Leah, there's not much she can do because, yeah, she's gonna have to do 2 attacks just to get through the battle pressure cards. So there's no point, and of course they go back on top at the start of his turn. But I think I am gonna try to learn King Step. But before I do, I'm gonna look at the top 2 AI card, losing her rawhide headband. So I drew Coup de Grace. All survivors are doomed. Target a random knockdown survivor in range. If there are no knockdown survivors in range, discard Coup de Grace and perform basic action. Full move towards target. Target suffers 1 severe head injury with a -5 to the roll result. Oh man. Okay, so there's nobody that's knocked down currently. So they would do a basic action. Then the second one is Spear. Closest threat in field of view or in range. Full move towards target. Make a separate attack against each survivor in the highlighted zone. So basically everything in front. If he does turn, it's just going to be Niobe. Niobe, you think you can take a 3 speed attack, which is 3+ and 3 damage. And if it does damage, you get -1 to your movement.
Why you choose me?
She can take it. She's tough.
Look, not. I only got 1 survival point.
Good, you know. Good.
Why are you trying to do me wrong, man? Come on, man. Let's go.
Niobe's she's the new blood.
Gotta test her resolve, huh?
It's either that or the basic action. And I guess, yeah, -1. And she's basically gonna get attacked twice.
I'll take my chances with the 3.
Alright, so Leah, she's gonna attempt to learn King Step. She moved up. Oh, she rolled a 9. No, that's a 10. She already had +1.
Yeah.
So she's learned King Step. You grasp the pattern behind the monster's 5 movements, a rhythm that lets you control the pace of the fight. You have overcome the battle pressure and learned something valuable. Gain the King Step secret fighting art. Okay, so Leah has learned King Step. And King Step, whenever you attack, you may discard any number of battle pressure hit locations drawn and draw an equal number of new hit locations, unless she just disregards. And then whenever you attack after drawing hit locations, but before rolling to wound, you may choose 1 hit location drawn and discard it to draw a new hit location. So that's pretty awesome for traps. Unfortunately, she can't attack since she drew the AI cards. And so now we're going to go on to the monster's turn. Okay, so we're going to the monster's turn, and he's going to do his basic action because of King's Combat. And it's going to pick target, survivor, and blind spot, the closest threat. So we're going to randomize that between Dozer and Leah. So we're going to roll a d5. 5+ is going to be Leah. And it is. So the basic, let's see, I can actually move out of the way. So it's going to be a 3 to hit. And Leah has +1 evasion naturally. Then she has the monster grease, gives her 2. Then she has 3 from the rawhide vest. Then 4 because of Rhythm Chaser. She hasn't been knocked down. So she'll need 7s. You'll need 7s to hit her. I see a 1, I see a 6, and I see 1 7. Okay, where does he hit her? In the waist. Do I take the damage? That will knock her down. She's gonna go down. She's gonna dodge. She's gonna dodge that. She's gonna go down to 1 survival. Okay, and now the monster is going to draw his AI card, which is Spear. Now the closest threat in field of view and in range, that's actually going to be an IOB. You gonna roll for her?
Yeah, she's my character. I'm gonna roll for her.
So
I take it.
So let's work this out. She's at 2.
She got 2.
Naturally.
In the grass.
So
that's
4.
2 more, 4.
So he's gonna need 7s. That's try to roll right here.
Oh my god!
Wow. 2 10s and a 9.
All 3 hits. She's gone.
Not necessarily, but it was looking likely. Wow. Should probably let me roll for it. Here, man. You get 3 locations. Oh my goodness, man. So, head, the body, and the leg.
I'm going.
I think you're. You can try to dodge the head, I think, but you're going to take a severe injury in the body, and you already have damage on the leg, didn't you?
I have damage in the body and light damage in the leg.
Yeah, he does 3 damage, so it's going to automatically go take her in the heavy. It's going to knock her down.
All right, I'm gonna use my survival for the headshot, so no more survival.
Okay, there's no more survival. All right, so let's work this out, man. You want to do which damage you want to do? You want to do the body first, or you want to do the leg damage first?
Let's go ahead and do the body.
All right, roll a d10. Roll like you just did. Roll like a 10.
4.
4. You said the body.
Yeah, body.
Yeah, it's the same one. Gaping chest wound, suffer -1 permanent string. Injury is permanent and can be recorded multiple times. Gain 1 bleeding token. So you get 1 more bleeding token. So you're back to 2. You still alive? You still alive?
Yeah, barely.
So you got -1 movement. Make sure you write that 4 to the 5. Yeah, she got -2 strength. She's not damaging anything unless she rolls 10. And that's gonna be pretty hard. And so now you have the leg injury to roll for.
Alright. 2. That's bad.
Blood geyser. Blood shoots from your femoral artery at an alarming rate, killing you in seconds. Now, I'm just throwing this out as a suggestion. Since we chose survival of the fittest, he gets a 1 lifetime reroll. Would you like to use that reroll now, or just let her die?
I have no choice.
I'm not even gonna let you make that choice, Barry. I'm not even gonna let you make that choice.
I have no choice.
10.
Dang.
So, lost balance. The blow sends you sprawling and you are knocked down. Well, she was already knocked down.
So it ain't do no effect.
Oh my goodness, she's gonna die next turn. Because the next AI card I know is Coup de Grace. So anybody that's knocked down is gonna get a severe injury to their head and it's gonna be at -5 to your roll. Ugh, that is rough.
You gotta stand on your own.
Hey, she's on the ground. You gotta get up. You gonna just let her just bleed out like that?
Hey, this is the end of the world type stuff. Strongest survive.
You're gonna let
the
Lucky
weak
get her up.
die.
So you mean to tell me Lucky's not gonna get her up?
She's going back to the dirt, man. She's going back to the dirt.
It's cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded.
Alright, you're gonna get Dozier killed trying to rescue her.
You're probably right. You're probably right. But Dozier, he's gonna get her up.
Alright, go on risk it. Bend over and get your head chopped off.
Alright. So Dozier, he's just gonna go ahead and use encourage. So he's gonna go down to 2 survival to stand Niobe up. Because we know the next card is gonna be Coup de Grace, and which basically it's gonna be an auto kill because he's gonna stomp her head and she's gonna give it -5 to her severe injury roll. So stands her up. I'm not going to attack with him yet. I'm gonna go ahead and let Leah do that because she has learned King Step. So she's gonna automatically get rid of those first 3 battle pressure tokens. I guess if we want it, no, it doesn't matter. We're gonna start with her. So even if she draws a trap, you can just discard it.
Cool.
Alright, so this crazy chick holding on dear life. And he's no longer at +5 toughness. So he's back down to 8 since we're behind him in this weak spot. And she's gonna need 4s to hit. Oh man. Once. Well, it doesn't matter. Gets rid of the battle pressure tokens. She hits the regal skirt. It's very regal. She's gonna, it's just strength 7. So she's gonna need 2. She rolls a 9. Wish she had luck. If she had just +1 luck, I'll be happy. So he gets rid of an AI card. The reflex, return any discarded battle pressure cards to the top of the hit location deck. Perform basic action to target the attacker. Well, that just negated that. Darn it. You know what? I'm gonna mulligan that. Instead of rolling to wound this card, I could discard this card and then wound the next location. Just read the card before you do that. And then that's what you get. You get the trap. And we're gonna take it. Gas of acid spewed from the cracks in the monster's armor. Attacker is doomed. All survivors within 2 spaces of the monster suffer damage to a random hit location equal to the number of wounds on the wound stack. Any survivors with a shield may elect to protect themselves when they know this trap. Return any discarded battle pressure cards to the top of the hit location deck. And then that still happens. That is just gruesome. So either way, these battle pressure tokens were destined to go back on the top of the deck. And now we're going to be taking damage and can't use any of our survival. And everybody's within 2 spaces except for Lucky. And it's going to be a random hit location.
No, it'll be.
Right. Where's the damage going? To her body. But she took 4 damage. She's already in severe injury. So
I have no survival.
No, you can't use it anyway. It's done. It's the trap card.
4.
4. Let's take up another bleeding token. The ruptured gaping chest wound. Another -1 strength and gain another bleeding token.
But that's -3.
Yeah, it's like 3 claw marks across her chest. She's at -3 to hit. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Leah. Waste. It's gonna take her. She's gonna knock her down. She's gonna lose Rhythm Chaser. Because he's doing 4 damage because we did 4 wounds to him. And with a waste, she rolls a 6. And a severe injury in the waist. Destroyed genitals. You cannot be nominated for the intimacy story event. This injury is permanent and can be recorded once. Gain a random disorder. You are knocked down, gazing upward. You wonder at the futility of your struggle. Gain +3 insanity and 1 bleeding token. So what is she at? Insanity 15 now? She's up to 15 and she has a bleeding token. And she gets a random disorder. And I'm gonna go ahead and do Dozer. Also the waste, which is gonna knock him down. And the severe injury is a 9 on the waist. Bruised tailbone. The base of your spine is in agony. You cannot dash until the showdown ends. You are knocked down. Gain 1 bleeding token. So Dozer and Leah, they're both knocked down. Oh man, it's like it was bad either way. Alright, man. So Leah, she gets 1 disorder. Weak spot. You have an imaginary infirmity. When you gain this disorder, roll a random hit location and record it. You cannot depart unless you have armor at this location. Waist. We always have waist armor. So she can't depart unless she has some type of armor on her waist. Wow, she is she has 3 disorders now. A weak spot.
You'd be collecting a Social Security check.
So they're both Leah and Dozer have a bleeding token. Yeah, that's our turn. I think Lucky. Dozer hasn't gone, but he's knocked down. Can't do anything unless Lucky uses Encourage. Stand him up. He can attack, but it's almost like, what's the point? Because he needs to get through 3. Yeah, that'll just be a waste. Niobe has an attack, right?
No.
All she did was stand up.
Yeah. I can attack with Niobe. I might as well use her for the little bit of life she got left, man. This hurts, man. This is brutal.
Yeah, it's a brutal game, man. Brutal. This thing's been really given out to everybody. I guess. Well, we're going to need to reshuffle the deck off the trap card.
A favor.
Cause I don't know how we're gonna survive, man.
I know. Can I get Leah up?
Yeah, you can get Leah up.
I'll get her up. I'll get her up because she got king step, so I'm gonna get her up.
Yeah, that makes better sense because I don't want the coup de grace card to come up.
And I can still attack, right?
Yeah, you can still attack.
Alright.
But you lose the survival for using Encourage to stand her up.
Yeah, it goes down to 1.
And keep in mind, he still has 3 cards to go through. Because you're going to hit the battle pressure tokens. So they're going to be the first 3 hit locations.
Okay, so let me... what? I can go in the grass and get 3 hits with the dagger.
Yeah, you can move him up and you can try to do that. But remember, he's going to be at strength, or toughness 12. I think you're only going to have like a strength of what? Now, you have to know you have strength 1. What's the bottom down on the daggers?
1.
Yeah, so he's only have strength 2. So you're going to need a 10 to wound him. But technically it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You want to get rid of the battle pressure bars if you can hit enough times so that Niobe can do some actual hit locations. So you're gonna move Lucky. That's 4.
Okay.
3 other.
Alright, Bone Dagger.
No need sevens.
Sevens, yep. None.
No hits.
That's terrible.
And there's nothing really Niobe can do. Because as soon as the turn ends, the battle pressure tokens are gonna go back on top. Move if you really wanted to. But I think what he's gonna do is probably just kill Dozer. Because Coup de Grace is gonna be the next.
Can Niobe pick up Dozer?
No. Unless she has survival, she can use encourage.
Nope, she don't have no survival.
So there's nothing she can do except move around if you want to move her like over to the other grass or away. You can even probably check that monster to get some resources, but that's just gonna leave you open.
She's going to the grass. I got 5 spaces, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're gonna move over there?
Yep. And that makes me out of his range.
Oh, you're just gonna walk forward.
He would do that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so that's gonna be our turn. So now it's goes on to the monster's turn. And of course he's going to do his basic action. And that is this is gonna be a survivor in the blind spot, which is gonna be Leah. And we know she's at 4 evasion. No, take that back, she's at 3 since she got knocked down. And so he's gonna need 6s to hit her. I see 2 hits. Unfortunate. Oh. Double body. So it's gonna be 2 rolls on severe injury on the side. Dodge 1. Yeah. So she's gonna dodge 1 body. Go down to 0 survival. She's gonna take 1 roll on the severe injury chart. It's just gonna be a 5. It's gonna be disemboweled. Your movement is reduced to 1 until the showdown ends. Gain 1 bleeding token. Skip the next hunt. If you suffer disemboweled during the showdown, at least 1 other survivor must live to the end of the showdown to carry you back to the settlement. Otherwise, at the end of the showdown, you are lost and dead. So she can only move 1 space, and she has another bleeding token. This is really looking like it's going to be the end of this party, and she is not down. Okay, and so now the monster. Trip. That was wrong, so Coup de Grace was next. It says pick target, furthest threat in range. Oh. He does not like Niobe.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Furthest threat in range. Full move toward target. Make separate attacks against each survivor in the highlighted zone. Nobody's in front, so.
That's. I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Oh, I'm sorry, Barry. Sorry, but it's only a 2-speed attack. So she's at what? Monster Grease. +1 evasion, 2 grass,
and negative
4. So it's gonna need 4. So it's gonna need 7s. And it's a 2-speed attack.
Ain't missed. Well, I'm gonna make you pay. I'm gonna make you pay with my last breath.
Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Okay. So that is the monster turn over with. Now we can stand back up.
Alright, let me go with Niobe. And I'm gonna use my bone blades.
Wait. You would do that like if there's still the battle pressure. So Leah has to go first. but she can't. Cause she can't reach him because she can only move one space. Cause she's been disemboweled.
So that still leaves Naomi with Bone Blade. Unless Dozer's going to take the chance and move.
Yeah, Dozer, he's gonna move up there. Yeah, she's gonna be the best one because she's in front. And she can't do any damage to him. She's gonna need 10s to wound him anyway. So her best thing is to do is try to hit and get rid of those battle pressure cards.
6. Oh, come on. And she does it.
She got 2 hits. So that's gonna move 2. You gonna try Lucky next?
Yep, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move behind him and use my bone dagger.
3.
Yep.
Alright, so he's gonna move up behind him. Face back. Squares, use the squares. Yeah. So he needs to hit at least twice before he can even hit a location. He has 1 more battle pressure token.
Oh no, 1.
He's at 7 to go down to 6 to hit in the back.
Come on, 6. 1, 2. 2 hits.
So you got rid of the last battle pressure. And then you get a hit location. It's gonna be the Regal Sheath. We already had that. There's a reflex. Turn any discarded battle pressure cards to the top of the hit location deck. Perform basic action. Target the attacker. So he's gonna hit you, and these are gonna go back into the deck. Okay, and let's see. What is your strength?
My strength is 1 plus 1.
And the daggers give you what? In the 1?
Daggers at the bottom, 1. Yep.
Okay, so you got 2. So he's at toughness 8. So you're gonna need 6s to wound him. Can Lucky roll a 10? No, 1. 1d10. Don't cry, man. Not coming.
7.
Oh, so you did wound him. That's another AI card. Gone, and then, like the reflex says, the battle pressures go back on top. Dozer could just stand there because there's no point in attacking. I mean, he could try to learn King Step. That's about the only thing he can do. I mean, this party's about to die anyway. That's what it's looking like. And you're not gonna try. Dozer has 1, so he needs a 9. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you should just stand there. Outside just standing there, he's gonna go search this monster body over here. Let's see if he can scavenge anything for the settlement. He rolls a 4. Gain 1 random basic resource. Archive this terrain. Alright, so the basic resource I got for the monster was Broken Lantern. So if anybody survives, I think we still get that. I mean, even if they don't survive, I think we still get that resource. Leah is gonna move for 1 space up. And she's gonna look at the top 2 AI cards. We got Hook and Pull. And Hook and Pull. Wish to put on top. Okay, Hook and Pull, furthest threat in field of view and in range. This will be the furthest threat.
That's Dozer.
1. No, it's gonna be a toss up between Lee and Dozer.
Dang.
Okay, and it's gonna move the monster back. Actually, I did that wrong. When I moved the monster, Yeah, too close to you. That's when he moves, he's supposed to stay one space away. So let's reset that a little bit. So instead of him being there, let's move Leah back. He's actually here. So Lucky would just be there. Still not gonna help Leah, but yeah, he should be one space away because of his reach trait card. So instead of that, I think Leah.
It's the furthest.
Furthest one. Yeah, cause she can't get out of the way.
Man, he's a woman beater, man. Always picking on women.
Apparently. Let's see. So I'll turn this over with. And he's gonna do his basic action. So he's gonna target Lucky since he's in this blind spot. It's gonna be 3 attacks. So Lucky should be at +2, so she needs 5s to hit. Wanna roll for him?
Oh, Lucky?
Yeah.
Alright. I need 2.
Is it 3? Alright, he's gonna need 5s to hit you.
Four, 2,
Oh, he
4.
missed.
Missed all.
He missed. Aren't you fortunate?
Bad.
I'm almost jealous. And so now he draws his AI card, which is Hook and Pull. So he's going to target the furthest threat in field of view, which is going to be Leah. Actually, yeah, it could be Leah or it could be Niobe. They're both one space away. Can't see. She's 2 spaces. I mean, they're both 2 spaces away.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Yeah, so we're gonna roll a dice, and we want it to be Niobe. So 5 or better, Niobe. Are you gonna roll it?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it.
All right.
5 or better.
Yeah, Niobe. Go ahead. Roll 5 plus. Roll a dice. There you go.
9.
There you go. That's a 6. Yes, a 6.
6.
Yeah, it's still Niobe.
Alright.
Yes.
It's Niobe.
Alright. I'm gonna let you roll the dice for her. This is gonna be 3 speed attack. So it's gonna be 3. And since she's in the grass, what's she at? She's at 2, so it's gonna be -4. So it's gonna be 7s to hit. Oh, we got 1 hit. Roll a 9. And you have no survival, right?
No survival. Not for Niobe.
Alright, so you roll the hit location. Body.
Man, she gets tore up. Her guts gotta be falling out by now.
After damage, move the monster back 2 spaces without turning. Target suffers grab. Place target knocked down in front of the monster. Target suffers 1 damage per monster level. So she does 3 damage, which is going to be another severe injury. He's going to move back. He's going to collide with Lucky. He moves back 2 spaces, and he's going to collide with Leah. So he moves back 2 spaces. He's gonna knock him back 5. It's gonna be 4. It's gonna be knocked back 2. I think that does. And then he's gonna pull her. Yeah, he's gonna pull her out basically with his hook, and she's gonna be knocked down. So she's gonna have to roll in severe injury because it did 3 damage to the body again.
2.
Oh, she's definitely gotta be dead.
Two. Oh.
Yeah, you've already used her reroll. Yep, 2. Body injury, instant death. The blow sends a bone fragment directly into your heart, killing you instantly.
Oh, Lee. Okay.
Ugh.
That's it. You have been killed.
Yep, she is dead. She used her reroll, right?
Yep. Killed in action.
Okay, so I reset the camera. As you know that Albie is dead, and Lucky and Leah both got knocked down because of collision. And it does bash, so for Leah, she can take damage to her hand. She can afford to do. Lucky is gonna take a shot to his body, which I believe he hasn't taken any damage. Right?
Nope.
So they both have light wounds, and I believe that is the end of the monster's turn. If you can believe it. Yeah, they're gonna stand back up. End of this turn. And then we got all those battle pressure tokens to go through.
I'm just going to go ahead and shoot 2 arrows.
You know, before you do that, I think Dozer is going to try to learn King Step.
Okay.
He's probably going to end up killing him. But we're already out of options. He rolls a 4 and actually becomes a 5 since he already has 1. It says the monster easily predicts your motion and skewers you with their own momentum. Spend 1 survival or suffer a random severe embodied injury. Gain 1 tempo. Okay. Dozer has 2. So he's gonna spend 1 survival and he gets 1 more token.
I think I'm going to try to do the same. Learn King Step.
Okay, so you're gonna run Lucky up.
Yep.
Alright. 3, 4. You're in the blind spot. You get +1. You're gonna use your, dagger. You got 3 attacks.
Yep, 3. And how do I roll for kings?
Just roll a d10.
Alright. D10 for 1.
4. Only same thing. The monster easily predicts your motions and skewers you with your own momentum. Spend 1 survival or suffer a random severe injury. You got 1 survival left, don't you?
Yep, not anymore.
So you're gonna goes down 1, so it needs 6s.
6. 1, 2.
You got 2 hits. So we get rid of
2 tokens.
So Dozer is going to go next. And he's going to move this way. And he's going to use his axe, which needs 6s but goes down to 5s. He needs 2 hits. Got 1 hit. Which gets rid of the last battle pressure token, but we have no way to attack again because we don't have surge, and the Leah is out of range. I gave her bone darts, which she does not have. The Leah, she's just going to
creep 1.
move up 1 space, holding in her bowels. And then we go on to the monster's turn, and the monster is going to attack the survivors in a blind spot. I'm going to randomize it. 5 plus, going to be Dozer. 6. So 3 attacks. And he is actually at +3 to hit, so he's going to need 6s to hit him because of +1 evasion naturally. Then the monster grease, and then the rawhide headband set that he has. And he hits 3 times. Dozer has 1 survival. So it's a even spread. I'm gonna dodge the body. So Dozer uses his last survival. And then it's gonna be 2 severe injury rolls on the leg and hand. For the leg, oops. He rolls a 6. Torn Achilles tendon. Your leg cannot bear your weight. Until the end of the showdown, whenever you suffer light, heavy, or severe injury, you are also knocked down. Skip the next hunt, gain 1 bleeding token. So for the hand, 5. Ruptured muscle. A painful rip. The arm hangs limp. You can no longer use fighting arts. This injury is permanent and can be recorded once. Gain 1 bleeding token. That's just pointless.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Because he can't use fighting arts, and he has a fighting art, unconscious fighter, and she can take 7 bleed tokens. So now instead of needing 4 more bleeding tokens, he only needs 2 more, which will kill him. But he's still alive. And so now the monster draws his AI card, which is hook and pull. I should have planned better for that. So for this threat and field of view and range, so he's going to target Leah. So he's going to turn and he's going to move, causing collide, which is going to knock him down, form bash, and then he's going to knock him, form dash, and knock Leah down because he fell into her. Then he's going to walk here. Actually, I guess he would gets moved over because he's already been knocked down. And then he's basically going to jump back 2 spaces, and he's going to pull. So we're going to roll for lucky. He takes a head injury, takes the damage to his head, and then Dozer takes damage to his body. He takes 1 light.
Oh, that's heavy damage if I take 1 today.
Yeah, he's already knocked down. Because I know Lucky hasn't taken any damage. I'm gonna roll for Leah. She's at 3, he's gonna need 6s to hit her. Hits her once. And where does he hit her? Hits her in the hand. Can't dodge it. So it's gonna be a severe injury roll for her hand. She rolls a 10. And for a hand injury or arm injury, hit the dirt. The blow sends you sprawling and you are knocked down. Sorry, knocked down. And it says after damage, move the monster back 2 spaces without turning target to grab. Place target knocked down in front of the monster. Target suffers 1 damage per monster level. So, set a random location, body. I'm taking a light, the body. And so after all that, that's it. Let's go ahead and get. Yep, he did all that, and that was his turn. And so everybody's gonna stand back up. Dozer's here. Leah's right where she wants to be. And there's Lucky. You foolish, foolish beast.
I am going Are you gonna go first?
I have to go first.
Okay.
Because she's the only one who can get rid of these battle pressure cards so we can actually do any damage to this thing. So, the Butcher's Cleaver. Alright, needs 5 to hit. Hits once. Gets rid of the battle pressure tokens. Or, oh, they're already taken off.
Yep.
And Albert Handle. Reflex. Spend 2 survival to gain +1 courage. Body deflect the halberd. For all survivors within 2 spaces of the Kingsmen are knocked down. Alright, do I want to do that or do I want to risk it? Because, well, actually, yeah, within 2 spaces.
Everybody.
That's gonna be everybody. I'll let you make the cover. I'll draw another card. Because she has King Step, she can discard this one and draw another card.
Draw another card.
Where it says draw another card. And it's the Regal Gut Plate. Reflex. Turn to face the attacker. Then without turning, move the monster 2 spaces directly away from the attacker. The attacker has King Step. They may follow the Kingsman, move 2 spaces forward. Otherwise, cancel all hits not out of range. Alright. So he's at toughness 12. She's at strength 5. +2 is 7. Bother wound. She wounds. Hey, look at that. AI card. It's gone. And the reflex was move 2 spaces back. The battle pressures are gone. I'll let you decide what you want to do next.
I'm going to go for. Am I close enough for my cat gut bow?
Yep. 6 spaces. And you're gonna aim and shoot once and hit on 5s. So you're gonna try to hit twice, needing 7s.
I'm gonna aim this time. I want to get a definite hit.
Alright. I mean, attrition, but I think we're in risk territory.
8.
Hit. And you hit the Regal Gauntlet. If you hit with a dagger, gain +3 strength. Intent to wound this location. Nope, the reflex wound. Attacker gains +1 survival. So I know Lucky's at least has +1 to his strength. Does he have any bleeding tokens on him?
No bleeds, +1 strength, so.
So he has, what's the strength of the bow?
Strength of the
3.
is 3.
Alright, so it's 4. So he needs an 8 to wound him. Nope, that's
3.
a 3.
Lousy 3.
So next we have Dozer. Can't take any hits. 1, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just blunt. Can't get behind her. I'll use this bone axe. And he needs 6s to hit. So got a hit. And we hit him with Regal Greaves. Oh, I did that. I probably should have moved her up too.
He used King Step.
Yeah. There's a reflex. Turn to face the attacker. Then without turning, move the monster 2 spaces directly away from the attack. Alright, so let's see if at least wounds. 7s. Oh, he wounded. First.
That's the last one?
No.
Oh, I got 3, 4.
Yeah, we have to do 6 more wounds. Kill this guy. That's 5 AI cards left. So he's actually turns to face him and he moves back 2 spaces, which puts him in the grass. If the attacker has king step, they may fall the man. So it goes back to the monster's turn. Which is nobody has a blind spot, so it's gonna be closest threat. Which actually is going to be Leah. He's gonna go here. And he's gonna attack her. She's gonna need 6s. 5, 3, and 9. And where's the hitter? Hits her in the waist. And it's 3 damage, so this might knock her down. So it's gonna knock her down. She's gonna be in heavy. And then he's gonna draw an AI card, which is Spear. Closest threat in field of view and in range, which is gonna be Dozer. Says full move target. Boom. He basically just punks her out the way. She's gonna suffer bash with a foot, and then he's gonna attack Dozer. He's actually gonna be at 3 as well, so he's gonna need 6s to hit. The 1 hit. Hits him in the head. Dozer has no survival left. He does 3 damage. He's automatically just gonna fall down anyway. And gonna roll on the severe injury. He rolls a 5. Intracranial hemorrhage. You can no longer use or gain any survival. This injury is permanent and can be recorded once. Gain 1 bleeding token.
Here you go.
And he's at -1 movement. So Dozer is 1 bleeding token from dying. You can only move 4. Yeah, that's the end of the monster's turn. So yeah, Leah just got punted out of the way. So she's gonna stand up.
He can only move 1.
Yeah, gonna move 1. I'm gonna stand up too.
I'm gonna move up 3, and I'm gonna use my bone daggers and try to hit.
Let me just put these back on top.
Oh, I have to. I'll put those back. Dang. If I'm on the side, do I get?
No, you get no bonuses. You don't get bonuses when you're behind them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good.
Did that put me behind him?
Yeah.
All right.
You didn't have a milestone to your movement, did you?
No. 6s.
Yeah. So what? You got 3 attacks.
Yep. I can hit all 3, and Bulger can do some damage. He may come out. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so you got rid of all of them. Good job.
It's all left to y'all, Bulger. That's it.
So far behind. Can I get behind them? 3. I can. No. I have 4. No, I can't get behind him. But I'm still gonna move him. Yeah, because attack adjacent. It'd be nice to get in the grass. So he's gonna have 2 attacks. Bone axe again is what, 6s. He missed. If you could get behind him.
I tried, man.
Yeah, you tried, man. You tried.
I got red tokens for y'all.
Leah's just going to move
up 1.
Yeah, that's all she can do. Move up one. Going to be the monster's turn. I can look at the top two. Yeah, she might as well use her action to look at the top two. Okay, we had the King's Grace. Basically, everybody in 2 spaces. Gonna take hits. And then we have Hook and Pull again, which is gonna target Leah. Yeah, we're gonna put this on top. Yeah, he's gonna attack Lucky first. But he's gonna do the basic action, attacks in the blind spot. So the monster's gonna need 5s to hit him. I'll let you roll for him.
So 5 for Lucky. Oh. 1, 1, 2.
Wow.
No hits. That's what I'm talking about.
Monster doesn't even know you're there.
That's alright. He can know I'm there. But he can't touch this.
Alright. So, next card is Hook and Pull, which is going to target Leah.
Oh, so, man.
He basically moves to here. Yeah, 1 space away. And it's going to roll 3 attacks. It's going to need 6s for her. He got 1 hit. Okay, where's the hitter? In the body. And that's it's gonna be a severe injury roll. So he's automatically knocked down. Five. Destroyed. Back. A sharp cracking noise. Suffer -2 permanent movement. You can no longer activate any gear that has 2+ strength. This injury is permanent and can be recorded once. Gain 1 bleeding token.
She can't use her axe, can she?
Nope, she can't use her axe.
Oh my god. How?
And
this is getting worse and worse, man.
He's gonna move back 2 spaces back to where he was. And then he's gonna drag her there.
So all she can do is hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, she's gonna take another damage to the leg, which is gonna put her in heavy, and she's already knocked down. So it doesn't matter. And I did give her bone daggers. Yeah. So that's gonna be the end of the monster's turn. Alright, so she's like, so she's at -2 movement. So I don't know if that means there's a minimum of 1. So I don't think it specifies it in the book. But I'm gonna say she can still move 1, otherwise she can only just stand there. And that might be a thing, I don't know. But she's up and she's right where she needs to be. So she's gonna attack first. And she can't use her bone axe, it's too heavy.
So she's barehanded, right?
Yeah.
Or bone. She can't use the bone blade either?
Well, she don't have the weapon she has. She has a bone dagger.
Oh,
she
bone
has a
dagger.
butcher's cleaver. So it's gonna be 3 attacks. She's gonna need 7s. She hit once, but she did get rid of all the battle pressure tokens. Okay, and then she hits Regal Vambraces. Turn to face the attacker, then without turning, move the monster 2 spaces directly away from the attacker.
That knocks me down.
Yeah, it's gonna knock you back. When he does that, she's gonna see if she can actually hurt the thing. Nope. Jump back 2 spaces. And Lucky goes flying. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That knocks him down. So he won't be able to attack and suffers head injury, which I think is gonna put him in heavy.
I'm already in heavy. I already took a head hit.
Yeah. So yeah, you roll on severe injury chart for head injury. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Yep, head explosion. Your head erupts in a shower of gore, killing you instantly. All other survivors so disturbed that they lose one survival. Well, nobody has any survival.
So that's the end of me.
Yeah, like he accidentally killed. 1 day from retirement.
Man, this is not kill detection.
Dozer, he has to go next.
Move these off.
I guess. No. 3, 4. I want to stay in the grass, but there's no point playing it. Take like that. So he needs 5s to hit. Hits once. Roll an 8. Where does he hit? First strike. Axe blade. If the attacker is wearing any heavy gear, they suddenly feel their knees buckle and are knocked down. Turn any discarded battle pressure cards to the top of the hit location deck. He doesn't have any heavy gear. One axe is not heavy. He's at strength 4. He's gonna need like an 8. Oh, he did it. Dozer's like, I'm trying, Leah. I'm trying. Yeah, if we could somehow do 5 more wounds to this thing, we could kill him. I think it's Leah's turn. Now she attacked, right? Yeah, she attacked. So that's it. I might as well get Lucky off the table. Battle pressure tokens go back on the top deck. And it goes back to the monster's turn. Basic action is he's going to attack Dozer. Since he's in the rear, I guess I'll let you roll for the monster. He's going to need 6s to hit.
10.
Yeah, that's good. Good job. Good job. Let's just say, pretty sure Dozer's going to die.
You gonna give me pleasure doing it. Hand,
Leg.
foot.
Yeah, that's all severe injuries for all 3 locations. Let's see. With a hand, roll a 3. 3 bleeding, gain 2 bleeding tokens. Well, he's dead.
You only need 1 left.
Yeah, like I said, the funny thing is that if that 1 injury didn't happen, he has
7.
Yeah, he has fighting arts that could give him 7, but it says once he gets this injury, no longer fighting arts can be used.
Went right down to 4.
Yeah,
So he's gone.
He's dead. And we knew this was gonna happen. Aaliyah is up. Oh, here's a good friend. Hook and pull. So Grace is gonna finish this out.
Bad luck bear.
Here's 6s.
1.
1. I roll the damage. Body. No, you get it twice. That's gonna put her in severe injury and it's gonna knock her down. And 5. Destroy it back. She gains 1 bleeding token. Oh, she's at 4. -2 movement.
She can't move.
No. And then oh, we should have walked forward to do that. And then he's gonna jump back 2. He's going to drag her with him, and then she's going to take another damage to the hand, which I believe she is at severe injuries. For the hand, she rolls another 5. For the arms, ruptured muscle, gain 1 bleeding token, and she is dead. Now she has a reroll. Right.
She already used one.
You sure she used a reroll? I know Dozer used his.
Yes.
Certain.
I believe so.
You believe doesn't make it certain.
Fine. Fine. She ain't used a reroll, so we'll get into it.
I have to look and see if she actually did do that. I didn't mark it down if I did. It still says she has a reroll available. I know Dozer did.
Alright, go on and get the reroll then. The red one.
This arm. Oh, you want to roll the red one?
Yeah. Let this be a reroll.
Yeah, even more dead. She dies of shock. Your vision fades along with the sight of your mangled armless torso.
No survivors.
No survivors. Full party kill. That's just brutal. And so I'm gonna read the defeat. And the funny thing is we was getting through. This we just didn't
I have 5 more.
We don't have enough armor.
No, 4.
Yeah, we have to do 5, 1 extra.
Oh, the killing blow.
Yeah.
For 5.
So the Kingsman defeat. The Kingsman rudely breaks something as it leaves the settlement. The settlement is innovated pottery. Return it to the innovation deck. So we don't have pottery. So that just happened. So everybody, we just died. Full party kill. We still have endeavors. I almost want to say, what's the point?
It didn't help.
No, and we lost Lucky, and Lucky was gonna retire anyway, so he's basically dead anyway. But Dozer, we needed him to definitely.
Yeah. Leah. She had the best weapon of the whole game, and got messed up towards the end. Got dragged around.
Yeah. So we still get our stuff. We still get the broken ladder resource, which will give us scrap. But we lose the butcher's axe, the butcher's cleaver. That's so very unfortunate. It's hard to when you get back-to-back story events like that. But we still get to innovate. I use love juice, so I guess I might as well use love juice again and see if we can get a survivor back. And I'm going to use the tried and true parents who've been supplying the settlement with newborns. I'm going to use Obi and Padma and see if at least a child can be taken away. Alright, so I'm going to use the last love juice that we got. I'm going to roll an intimacy. And like I said, it's going to be Obi and Padma. I just had a child there, so we're still at 11 population, which is reduced to 8. So we rolled 2 d10, pick the lowest one, of course, and that's interesting. The couple cannot bear the weight of the world. They clasp hands and march into the deep and endless darkness. The nominated survivors are dead. So I can still use a reroll. I guess I'll use Padma's reroll. Reroll at 1. 5. He rolls a 5. A new survivor is brought kicking and screaming into the world. The child's eyes are free of ink that stain the founder's faces. The settlement gains +1 population. It's very expensive, so Padma uses her reroll, so she won't have that available. So we have a new survivor. Haven't named him yet. That's gonna be a male. So with that, I'm gonna give the final. Hand down. I can't name him.
Aww.
To the guest, you suffered through all this. And speaking of suffering, how did you feel about your first game of Kingdom Death Monster?
Very interesting, very intense. Felt like I got dragged around like a rag doll at the end, but
now Leia definitely got dragged around. So this is where her story ends.
He's a tough character with those 3 tokens. Without them 3 tokens, we might have lost one and killed them, but because of those 3 tokens, it was very hard to even get a decent attack and wound them. He's one of the toughest characters I've seen on here to hit and wound. Definitely.
Yeah, he's definitely tough. He does give you that part where if you learn King Step, he can be used in battle and other battles, which is huge.
Yeah, but you gotta think about the consequences of trying to learn it. Is it worth it?
Well, in my case, it's going to be risky either way because they don't have any armor. Every time I try to get some armor for them, I lose the chance to use my endeavors, or I don't have enough resources to actually make what I need. And fortunately, this hunt phase, I was actually able to get enough hide to actually develop things, but because of the story event that takes precedence over the development stage. So basically now I can develop, and but I can't get everything I would like to get. Basically I could probably get 2 other greaves. I think we'll just give them like 3 armor on the arms, something like that.
It's a hard game to process because if you can't get no armor, I mean, you can't survive. You have to have armor. You have to have some type of defense.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's been carrying this is our evasion. Pretty hard to hit, and that's what saved us pretty much this long through the game. The only way we could probably got like more fortunate in the terrain rolls. We got the 2 grass and then the monster. Monster actually allowed us to actually move where we needed to move, so get right behind them. Otherwise, we would have started right here on the very end of the board edge. And yeah, it would have been a waste of turn. So it gave us a shot to actually get in there and try to do some damage, but in the end, it's just hard. Like when you're taking damage, trying to learn King Step, and then he's doing all this damage to you, like all his attacks are at least like 3 damage each. So yeah, we used all our survival. I can't see how we could have like pretty much played it any differently other than, you know, we had to get in there to get rid of the battle pressure. And I thought as soon as Leah, when she learned it, I thought it was gonna turn the tide, and then she got disemboweled where she could only move 1 space, and then she was taking damage every time he would hook her. He was doing 2 more damage to her, and yeah, it's just rough. The Kingsman is very rough. I would say probably the level 1 Kingsman is probably like the equivalent of probably a level 2 Butcher, but you'll be seeing more of him. And that guy, he's just gonna be causing bleed and just constantly hitting you and attacking you. So I think next, I guess we're gonna have to do another White Lion just to get the resources that we need to armor up the survivors. But that's typically how life goes. You know, the founders come in and have to set the way for the new bloods coming up, leave them something so they can better prepare for their future. And I guess that's what we're doing. Now Leah, she tried her hardest. Unfortunately, she fell on the battlefield, doing her best. But that's going to be it for my channel for this game. And next game, it might either be a level 1 White Lion or another Screaming Antelope. But again, my name is Derek, and this is my friend Barry.
Y'all take care.
And we'll see you next time.